All right, everybody. So we're back with another video. Tonight we're gonna have a lot of videos because we had the reaction to the England penalties, and then we had the reaction to the crazy ending of the Netherlands match. You want to see both of those? They're on the channel. They're crazy. Thank you for all the love on this channel. It's been so fun, man. Just following the tournament, posting the football. A lot of you guys been asking, are we gonna continue the uploads? What did I just say? I think I said episodes and uploads into the seasons and the leagues, of course, 100%. We're going to be watching this video. I know this is going to be like the third upload tonight, and I think we're also going to be, first day back from vacation, we're going hard. We're going to be back, I think, for Brazil, Uruguay tonight. We got to watch that. We are going to be watching this video by Mark Goldbridge, Lucky Southgate again. Just a couple thoughts about the England game today. My editors are away. I gave them like 2 weeks off, so we're kind of cooking up our own videos here, so we're going overtime, which, you know what, I'm not complaining. God bless you guys watching. Look, this game today was really, really boring. I thought England got lucky for sure, and I know that's kind of his title. I thought they got lucky because I thought Switzerland made actually poor subs at the end, and some poor decisions in the end of the actual normal time that really hurt them in the extra time when they had 2 or 3 really good chances. And I predicted Switzerland to win 2-1. So I want to see what Mark has to say. I watched a little bit of his stream at halftime, but at that point it was still 0-0 and nothing was really happening. So let's see what he says. We've been kind of watching his videos when he's ultra critical, you could say, and I think he's been right about a lot of the Euros so far. So let's see what he's got to say.
Hello everybody, welcome to That's Football. England into the semi-final of the Euros. You know, we might just win this tournament, and I'm not going to make any apologies.
He's right. They really might. They could win. I mean, there's 4 teams left. They could win.
France are total crap, and they're into the semi-finals. We are total crap, and we're into the semi-finals. If there's any justice in the world, Spain or maybe the Netherlands will win it. I apologise to the Swiss. You're a tiny nation. You play great football. We copied your tactics and beat you on penalties. That is England. Our first shot on target in 90 minutes was a goal, the same as it was against Slovakia. We're jumping around and dancing. We're one of the biggest nations in the footballing game. We've got the biggest league in the world. We've got one of the best squads, and we're scamming our way to the final with absolute shit football. But I don't want to take anything away from the players or the fans because we should enjoy it, but it's bloody embarrassing. Like, we are so crap that and it's all about the manager. It's all about the manager. Lucky Southgate. I've never been so emotionally not attached to a penalty shootout. I knew we were going to win, because I knew Switzerland had given everything, and they've got Akanji and Shah taking penalties.
Yeah.
And we've got Ivan Toney, Cole Palmer, Bellingham, Trent, Saka, you know, specialists on penalties. I knew we would win that.
Saka's penalty, huge redemption for him, by the way. And did you guys see Tony's penalty today? I mean, that was freaking cold. I had somebody in my chat say Tony was like Michael Jordan today. He was doing a no-look free throw. I mean, he just was staring down the goalkeeper. That was crazy.
That because we're not up against a nation that has that, you know, they're the underdog. There's an element of embarrassment because if you look at what we've done, we've played crap in the group stage. We've played crap against Slovakia. We've played crap against Switzerland. We've created hardly any chances, and we're into the semi-finals on the easiest side of the draw. And there is a chance that we can win the semi-final as well. And then we get ourselves in the final, and who knows, we could scam that. This could be the biggest moment of my life as an England fan, watching us lift a major trophy, and it will make life not make sense. Because in Italia 90...
I know people are going to think I'm salty. If England continues, right, they have 2 games potentially left. If they continue the way they play, they might actually be the worst performing, them or France, right? Because we have to put France in the same category as England because France have been horrible. They haven't even scored a goal. Like, at least England, they take 1 shot on target, but they have Saka scoring a beauty today. France, I mean, same situation. Those could be England and France. If they end up winning, which I'm praying for Spain or Netherlands, that's what I want to see in the final. It would be electric to see. They could be either of them, the worst team to actually ever go out and win the Euro. And people will say to me, what are you talking about? They have Mbappe, Griezmann, Saliba, Theo, Mike. England have Bellingham, Foden, Kane, right? You look at the team. The way these guys are playing, that's what I mean. The worst teams, like performance-wise, to go out and win.
I was crying for Sir Bobby's team. In Euro 96, I was crying for Terry Venables' team. And with this team, I'm falling asleep. Like, it's so crap. And yet, here we are in a semi-final. And I'm taking nothing away from the players. You know, Tony was brilliant. Trent's penalty was brilliant. But the amazing thing is, how many of those players that have actually got us into the final because of penalties will actually start? He's not going to start Tony. He's not going to start Trent. And I don't think he's going to start Palmer.
No.
So the players that keep getting him into positions, I mean, Tony did it again, didn't he? He got the assist for the goal that Kane scored against Slovakia. He is awful. He's absolutely bloody awful. I mean, I want to stay positive because we're in the final, we're in the semi-final with a great chance of getting into the final. But he's a bloody embarrassment. You know, I'm going to say this, right? And I'm going to explain it really clear. And I'm sure it's going to resonate with all of you. I think Southgate is an embarrassment as a coach. I think he's a joke. I can't believe in 2024, our goalkeeper kicks the ball 60 yards and almost celebrates it. And he does it about 20 times a game. When I got took to...
I think if someone... I tweeted out a couple years ago watching an Everton game. I must have been 5 years ago. I was like, I just tweeted out because I think it was like one of those 3 p.m. Prem kickoffs. I was sitting there like, does Pickford try to complete a pass when he builds out? I swear, this guy gets the ball and just boots it.
To games as a kid in the late 80s, the goalkeeper used to take a goal kick and it'd be, oh, ah, yo shit, ah, as they blasted it as far as they could out of their hands. That's what football used to be like. Watching Jordan Pickford do that 20 times a game when everybody plays out from the back is just incredible. Having one shot on target against Slovakia in 94 minutes and one shot on target against Switzerland in 90 minutes is just embarrassing. But what's going on here is we are getting there because we've got individual top-class players like Saka, like Bellingham. You know, Bellingham's goal kept us in against Slovakia. Individual brilliance. Saka's goal out of nowhere kept us in the game against Switzerland. It's individual brilliance. But what people don't realise is they think you can't be critical and enjoy the win. Let me explain something to you. English. I'm English. Like, England is my country. I don't care about Southgate. I don't care what he does. Because if he wins the tournament and wants to grab the mic and say, Mark Goldbridge, shut up and sit down, look what I've done, I won't be listening. Because I will be naked in a fountain somewhere, getting absolutely wasted, celebrating my personal experience of my country.
Can you blame him?
Winning a tournament for the first time in my life. I win. If England win, I win. But how we're getting there is bloody embarrassing, and I'm not going to deny it. It's you know, I feel bad for Slovakia. I feel bad for Switzerland. They don't have the resources that we've got. Like, we've got amazing players and we play crap football. I mean, we may as well be Greece 2004. Just, you know, I wrote down as my match reaction, vibes. It's pure vibes. We should have been knocked out against Slovakia. We should have been knocked out against Switzerland. I mean, it's great that we're still in it. I'm loving that. But why are we still in it? We're not in it because we're a good footballing team. We're in it because we're lucky. We're lucky. And I tell you what, Harry Kane cannot start against...
He has been terrible. 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 I have been so frustrated, and I think a huge part of this is Kane. England, I was talking about this on my stream today. Just watching them, they pretty much do the same thing every minute. What they do is when they don't have the ball, Kane tucks in like literally into the top of the 18. You're lucky if he's like around the 20, 30 yard of the own half, right? Every time England wins the ball, they don't stretch the defense because Kane is so far back. They have no outlet, and when they do, when Kane is in the right position, he doesn't hold up the ball. Like, he held up 1 out of 14 hold up potential plays today. Every game, it's some lump sum number like that. He's not good enough at that. So the problem is what England is forced to do every time they win the ball, and why we see these dead, boring games from England, they don't build out, and they're stuck in their half. So they try to have Jude or Kane or Foden or whoever dribble like 5 players and then dive and grab the ball for a foul. And then what they do is everybody walks up the pitch, sets up, the defense drops back, they pass side to side for 10 minutes and decide to maybe go and whip in a random cross. That is literally the England game plan. But that's the problem. if Tony was playing, if Watkins was playing, the presence, what happens changes entirely. I'm telling you right now, I know Kane is the reason, because he had that one goal, but any striker that was in that position would score that. He is killing them. He's killing them in this tournament.
It's the Dutch, but he will. I know the Dutch haven't necessarily won yet, but he probably will. And Cole Palmer should start against the Dutch, but he won't. And Trent should be playing against the Dutch, but he won't. And Southgate will stick with the same players again. And then we might go 1-0 down, and then we'll get back into the game again. And you won't hear this on the mainstream because they'll be kissing Gareth's arse as per usual. But the reason that England are so crap, and then when we concede, we get back into it, is got nothing to do with tactics. The reason Pickford kicks the ball long is because Southgate tells him to do it. Because Southgate belongs in the 80s as a coach. He wouldn't get a job in the Championship. But the reason England get back into games, and this is the most important bit of the match reaction, the reason England get back into games when they go 1-0 down, and the reason we're so crap before that, is because tactically we're crap. And we're mundane and we're boring and it doesn't work. But the minute we go 1-0 down, whether there's 10 minutes left or there's 15 minutes left.
Just before he keeps going, because I know he's talking about this, the worst part for me as the viewer is that Southgate is going to sit here and say, what are these guys talking about? It works. Southgate is going to say, oh, we got to the Euro final, right? All this, all that. My worry, if you were a fan of England, is that Southgate will get you to the final playing this way and lose. And that he will keep his job because that's his argument. His coaching style, the way he wants this team playing, he gets them to the final. I'm worried about that, man. That's why I want this guy to get humbled so that this team can figure out a way tactically to play good football.
Tactics go out the window and professional pride kicks in. And the players just disregard whatever they've been told to do.
Exactly.
Start pinging the ball about and start taking risks. And that is nothing to do with the coach. We play better when we're down because the players suddenly, professional pride kicks in and you ignore tactics and you just go for it. And that is why we play better when we go behind, because we get rid of the tactics. And that's as simple as it works. But I said before this tournament that England are a failure if they don't win this tournament. Somehow, Southgate is a master of the dark arts because he's turned this into some miraculous journey to the semi-final. We've got the best players and we've got the best squad and we should win this tournament. We've got a better squad than Spain. We've got a better squad than Denmark, than Netherlands, and we've got a better squad than Turkey. France have got a good squad, but they're playing shit as well. This is not some amazing fantasy journey.
It really shows you, though, in international, how much team matters. Chemistry, avenues of attack, because I agree with him. Like, France and England by far have the best individual talent. But, man, boy, do Spain look like miles better than both of them. So what does all that even matter if you can't figure out how to play together, you know?
To the semi-final. This is an amazing team scamming their way to the final on an easy side of the draw. With all respect to Switzerland and Slovakia, we should be beating them in normal time. But we're not. It's you know, I'm so happy for the players. I thought that the penalty takers were brilliant. I thought that Eze, Shaw, Palmer were really good when they came on. I liked seeing Foden and Bellingham centrally. And we should be grateful to Switzerland, actually, because Switzerland play with a back five when they're defending and then they adapt to that. Southgate copied it. Who's he going to copy in the semis? I don't know. But we've got a great chance of going to the final again. We've got a great chance of going to the final. Yeah, they do. And I suppose that's all that matters. Make sure you smash a like on the video and subscribe. Look, we're in the final.
I mean, yeah, they're not in the final. They're almost there, though. I think the only way to sum up England's Euro so far is, oh my God. Yep. Harry Kane getting pushed into the subs bench was poetic. Southgate was ready to scapegoat Trent again if he missed the penalty. Trent said so himself. Southgate told him to take it. He knew exactly what he was doing. Damn, man. All right, man. That's going to be me tonight. I got to get out. Got to get ready to go for later. Thanks, guys. See ya.